So my first question would be, Pearson VUE has entered into an agreement with HCL Technologies. What this agreement, what this tie-up is all about, and what you are focusing at?
Yeah, I mean, we've gotten this tie-up with HCL Technologies, and what they're doing for us, they're going to be building some test centres across the country. Initially 6 test centres, which will expand later on, to do high-stakes computer-based testing, particularly the Pearson Test of English, which is for people who want to study in various countries, whether it's Australia, whether it's the UK, and actually from the 10th of August, it'll also be allow candidates to study in Canada, to be able to have the English proficiency to prove that they can go and study in Canada. So it's about being more convenient for test takers. Pearson VUE already have over 49 test centres in India that support PT Academic, but this is expanding the reach because, as we know, Canada is a key destination for Indian students. Actually, if you look, about 800,000 students go into Canada every year, and about 300,000 of those are Indian candidates. So we're really bringing having this test centre network, increasing the network, is giving real convenience for candidates.
Okay. I want to understand more about this test center, how one can approach in a layman term. If any interested student wants to avail this benefit or wants to use this service, how they can approach?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the test centre, you just go onto our website and you can book where you want to take your test, and you pay, and then it's extremely convenient. You'll then get a confirmation of where you go. The other thing about the test is a 4-skills English test, obviously, but it's all computer based. So even the voice component is machine scored with AI technology, which is very convenient for candidates because you get your result within 48 hours. So it's very quick. It's very convenient. And also we use a lot of multi-layered sort of security technology in the test center, from biometrics to data forensics, to make sure it's a secure test, which give confidence to candidates that they have a secure test which is valid, whether they want to go into Canada or to study from the 10th of August, or they want to go to Australia. We already do Australian in the UK.
Okay. In terms of approvals, before going to the security aspect, I would like to understand the approval part. With how many countries you have got the approvals if interested candidate wants to study abroad, specifically like UK, USA? In terms of countries, what are the numbers?
Well, I think in terms of countries, obviously from an academic point of view, it's, there's a lot of higher education institutions around the world who accept PT Academic. And also you have the fact that in terms of visa applications for immigration as well. So we have the Australian approval from the Australian government, approval from the UK government, and actually later this year we'll be doing visa applications for the Canadian government using a new test, which is PT Core, which is coming out later this year, specifically for Canada migration. And that test is more vocational, more real life sort of questions, as opposed to more academic focused for people going into higher education. So there's a lot of opportunities for students to use these tests to be able to either go for migration or also for academic study.
Okay. Largely would like to understand your analysis, your viewpoint regarding the Indian education or the academics overall as a larger picture, in the sense that what numbers you think so that those who go abroad, how you want to expand your footprints, what rationale you are looking at?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Indian education system is massive, as we know, and I think the opportunity, and obviously from the population point of view, 1.4 billion, and I think now in terms of population, I think that's ever growing. So Indian education is expanding, and I think what we're trying to do is provide test centres in locations which are convenient for for Indian students, because as well as doing the English tests, Pearson VUE do a lot of other tests. We do tests in the IT space like Microsoft, Cisco, around India, which helps students as well get those other certifications as they want to progress their career.
Looking for some more partnership or investment?
We're always, we're always looking for partnerships, and partnerships are important for everyone in terms of how you grow a business. But HCL Tech, we've been in partnership with them for over 20 years, and they've been doing things for us like they do customer support for us around the globe. But this new partnership we have them is a new venture for both organisations to actually expand what we've been doing, and it's a really exciting, and it really is something that's going to help the Indian students and education system to get more optionality in terms of availability of testing and opportunities for people to go and study abroad.
Okay. My last question on the security aspect: how many layers of security that you have placed in terms of data breach, which is a major concern? How you address it?
Well, in terms of security, there's a lot of one of the things that we need to make sure is high stakes testing. Is you're the person who's taking the test. So we have identity security, we have biometrics that we take from candidates. We also have data forensics to look at the fact that it's completely computer based. We know what everyone is doing when they're at the test center. In the test center itself, there's CCTV. There's a lot of security measures in terms of what needs to be done.
And digital data, the digital data that is temporarily secure, it is stored or not stored.
Oh yeah, the data in terms of the data and that sort of thing. Yes, we have. We have all these security measures that you need. We've got various sort of ISO standards that we follow. So, data security is extremely important because, Pearson VUE, we operate in 120 countries across the globe providing high stakes testing. And, we do that. We do about 20 million tests a year. And if security from a data perspective is extremely important because as well as doing English tests and IT tests, we also do tests in the medical space, over 100 medical clients. So if you want to be a doctor and go into Australia, you need to do the Australian Medical Council, or you want to go to the US and be a nurse, you need to do the NCLEX test. So we do that for NCLEX. If you want to go to the UK and be a midwife with NMC, the National Midwifery Council, we also do those tests in the UK and around the world. So it really gives optionality for people to know it's secure, it's safe, and it's convenient.
Man, thanks for speaking to us with camera person Sham. This is Amir Dikshit for IT Now.